bang bang bing bing bing. I'm gonna come. Bing bang bang bing bing bing. 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 Bing bang bang bing bing bing.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a RW Tech stream for the ages. We are playing Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Now, I'm going to make sure that my microphone is doing what it should be. Let's see here. Alright. So when I talk, it should start going down. Alright, and it looks like it is. Actually, I don't think you can hear it. Testing. Alright. There we go. And when I talk, it goes down. And when I talk, it goes down. But I still think I should lower it a tad. Yeah. I think that's good. Hopefully. Something like that. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's good. Alright. So, back in the days of Game Blather, I actually did play through the entirety of the first act, and then a good portion of the second act of this game, but I had an incident where I basically, like a retard, accidentally deleted 20 of my live streams. I was just trying to uh, delete one and it ended up fucking up everything else. So, yeah, this is a walk down memory lane. This is a game I really ended up getting my PlayStation 3 for. I was a pretty lucky kid. I had a PS3 and an Xbox. I had my Xbox 360 longer than my PS3. I ended up getting the PS3 in sort of middle of 2008. It was right around the time this game came out. I got it, and actually, this is the PS3 I'm playing on still today. I have my 80 gigabyte fat PS3, and it was the Metal Gear Solid bundle. So it actually is one of the few PS3s, or actually not few, but it's one of the last PS3s that they made that had some level of PS2 compatibility. So I know it's kind of weird to start out with technically the chronological end of the series, but you know, we're gonna do we're gonna do this. All right. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and we'll go with solid normal. I have a good buddy of mine who likes to, like, I don't know if he's like a cock and ball torture aficionado, but he certainly is when it comes to difficulties in video games. He would just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do Big Boss Hard." Nope. Now I'm not gonna do bitch difficulties, but I am gonna do solid normal. It's a good medium. Provides a little bit of challenge, but it's still. I'm not gonna be suffering. I don't like to suffer on stream. I already have enough of that in life. So let's get the show on the road.
Now, if you're just tuning in, you must be thinking, these guys are
Now, what's
crazy.
cool about this
What are they
section
staring at
is
that pile of
basically you
seaweed
can
for?
switch the station,
Sure
right?
is
So
what
this
I'm
is
thinking.
a
Well,
Good luck,
there you go,
but don't hold your breath.
the game
I'm
show.
gonna get it right. I want that new RV. Larry and I have been planning this vacation forever.
Well, now, Larry, that would be your
Right, and this is
husband,
meant
of
to
course.
show what
Hi there,
what life
Larry.
was going to be like in 2014.
High hopes for that RV, I'll bet, Larry.
What is your biggest secret, David?
David Hayter
Pardon me?
being interviewed.
You can tell us.
Oh, well, it's not much of a secret, but I have a tattoo of Kobe behind my ear.
Tattoo, splendid.
Yeah, it's not terribly big.
What are you wearing?
It definitely sounds like the audio balance
Why
is good.
are you here?
Why are
Well,
you
I was
here?
hoping to promote my new movie. I'm just coming off of the set.
No, David Hayter. Why here, wearing an eye patch?
Huh.
Oh, the eye patch. This is pretty cool, actually. Gives me
I don't know.
real-time information and.
I got real-time
weather, traffic
information.
reports,
I can tell when
I sit
Miro
watching
is
baseball games
squirting.
as we speak.
All right.
What drives?
Stop making excuses and start making changes today! Pick up the phone and order the drill sergeant's recruitment.
It's interesting to see because this game came out in 2008. This is like, what did Hideo Kojima envision this alternative timeline looking like? I wouldn't mind being put down by them. Oh. There's some thoughts on the battlefield. They're getting taken over by a tentacle monster. The ad.
Evolution.
EMC, right? Because this actually, in a way, is pretty cool what Kojima decided to do with this, right? He's setting up, this sort of weird future. We didn't even get to the tactical kitchen one where they prepare a snake. All right, we're about to get the monologue. War has changed. The not too distant future, on a tired battlefield, war has become routine. There's fucking retards online that disagree with Mike Pollock's support of Israel. So they said that he is the worst person than Chris Chan. Fred and I are going to be doing a Dying Light stream tomorrow, hopefully. So, I'm going to talk more about that then, just because I don't want to have to repeat myself, and also I want to get Fred's take on it. But long story short, so Mike Pollock, this was like a year ago, put out a statement of support for the Israeli hostages being held by Hamas. And whenever you think of Israel's government or whatever, they're human beings that are being kept hostage, right? So I think most people with a brain would say that's wrong. So Mike Pollock, being Jewish, said, hey, let's bring them home. and he got shit on for that. And I remember, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but I actually was part of that in a way, because I stood up for him and I said something not politically correct, and they dragged poor Mike Pollock through the mud because of that. But basically, he put out another statement of support and got shitted on again, and then some fucking retard said, "Oh, Christine Chandler made fun of Mike Pollock. Actually, Christine Chandler's the better person because I disagree with his politics. So that means that a fucking rapist is a better person, alleged rapist, I should say."
A series of proxy battles
Proxy
by
battle.
mercenaries and machines.
You know, in some ways, right, we never saw like this huge PMC. You know, Kojima, like, in terms of Metal Gear games predicting the future, I'd say 2 probably did the best job of like matching a sort of depressing and bleak, you know, censored future guided by AI. But honestly, I mean, there's elements of the story that sort of has like that Kojima prophecy. I mean, definitely the control and censorship and like sort of like these aimless wars. Actually, I mean, yeah, like think about this conflict, right? Like right now, there's 2 conflicts being fought to anybody with a brain are seemingly pointless, and they're just pushing more and more death in the world.
All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield.
Right now, I'm using my my Retro Fighters controller.
War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Yeah, originally, I was going to stream tonight with Fred, but I thought I was going to get back home later than I ended up getting home actually earlier. So I figured I might as well stream something, you know? I've wanted to do this for a while. But, yes, so my Metal Gear history, kind of interesting. The first Metal Gear game that I played was Metal Gear the Twin Snakes, Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes on GameCube. It was actually, I remember going to GameStop when I was like a kid, and you know, so my mom took me, and there's this fucking Alpha Omega Sin. By the way, that's someone that hasn't been on YouTube in a minute. But this like Alpha Omega Sin dude that was like, you know, it seemed like a cool motherfucker, especially when you're a little kid back in the early 2000s. And we were looking at GameCube games and like, there's some good game here. And yeah, that was my first foray into the series. And I know that game gets like, you know, started on, we'll say. I love it. I know it's over the top, but I love the Twin Snakes. And then I ended up getting the PS3 back in 08. I might have gotten the, I don't know. Yeah, I got the PS3 back in 08, but I did have a PS2 Slim. I had a PS2 Slim for a little while. I did get the Metal Gear Solid, like, 1, 2, and 3 collection on PS2. It was like and they released that, I think, around the time of Metal Gear Solid 4's release. So, but I went from basically Metal Gear Solid to Twin Snakes, which is a sort of remake to 1, and then I went from 1 to 4, and then I played through most of 3 as a kid, and then 2. I beat 2, but
to make a weapon available for use.
So that was my sort of like lineage of the series. Then I got Peace Walker. I got Portable Ops. Actually, Portable Ops might have been my 3rd game I played in the Metal Gear timeline. I don't know, it's kind of hazy, but alright, let's see.
Don't forget, Snake, this is still a sneaking mission. The basic rule still applies. Stay out of sight.
This game, like, sort of gets derided for being very cutscene heavy. And that is true. This game has an extensive amount of cutscenes. It's sort of the cutscenes in this game sort of rivals the gameplay if you're just like, you know, trying to get through the game. But I like this game. It's a guilty pleasure. It's probably not the best in the series. I think 2 and 3 are sort of, you know, have trading blows. But I like 4 quite a bit. I think it's a good send-off for Snake's character. And I know technically it's not the last mainline Metal Gear Solid game, because we did get Metal Gear Solid 5. And Metal Gear Solid 5 is a fine game. It's just like, it's not complete, right? And I don't think it ever will be, but Metal Gear Solid 5 feels like a different beast. Like, it's, you know, it's still Metal Gear experience. It's just, you know, drastically different from pretty much every other 3D entry, at least in the mainline series. But I am excited for Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater. I know that some people like won't buy it because Kojima's not a part of it. Well, I mean, you know, I don't see an issue with it. I you know, it's a shame that Kojima and Konami had that falling out, but at the same time, you know,
Head north and
at this point, it is what it is. I mean, in some ways. Yeah. I think in some ways, even though it was kind of fucked up the way that they let Kojima go, you do have to keep in mind, you know, Kojima can be an abrasive and also unrealistic, you know, personality. And, Kojima could be an abrasive personality, and like in the greater kind of like scale of history, I think it did kind of work out for Kojima. Get me out of here! I wasn't paying attention to where I should go. Please, don't let me die. It's gonna look embarrassing to die this early on. Alright. That was a little bit messy. I mean, I think this game still looks pretty good. And it's I don't know, it's a comforting experience to me, this game. It's like watching Star Wars Episode 1. It's not the best in the series, but there's just something enjoyable about it. There's something that, like, even though there's some roughness there, it's still fun. You know. I mean, this game was an experience too back in the day. You know, to have this game at launch. You know, well, I mean, not at the launch of the PlayStation, but like the launch of this game in 2008. You know, it was during this time where it was like one crazy launch after another. Like, you think of like the year prior, 2007, you got Grand Theft Auto 4 coming out. You've got fucking Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare. BioShock, the Orange Box, the Wii with like Mario Galaxy that year, and then, you know, this very optimistic time in gaming. Right? There's people that are like playing, you know, historical revisionism, like, oh, you know, there's this problem, this generation. The 360 PS3 Wii generation, yeah, there was some, in the beginning, a lot of shady practices during that generation, but by and large, I mean, the amount of just like great releases, especially in that like 2-year period from like a 3-year period. I'd say from like hell, I'll give it a 4-year period. Like you go from like 06 through 2010, and that was like 4 pretty goddamn good years in gaming. And then 2011, 2012, it was kind of like you're getting late in the generation. There's still plenty of good games, but it definitely felt like people were getting ready for the next generation. And PS4 and Xbox One, especially the Xbox One, right, did not turn out to be the amazing platforms we had hoped for. I mean, they definitely were a welcomed increase in power and fidelity, but really, I mean, that generation took a good 2 or 3 years before it felt like it was worth investing in. Now, I'm a retard, and I tend to get generations right when they launch, but I like to be on the cutting edge of shit because I like to suffer. But like, if you look at like the average Joe, the PS4 and Xbox One were really not even worth it until at least like 2015. Really, if you're looking at like the modern like gaming landscape, PC is obviously the best platform, but like in terms of like consoles, I mean the Switch, right? It's had 8 years of like excellent support. Even in its last year, there's been some pretty damn good first party and third party games getting released on that system. All right. No place for Hideo. Flashback pretty soon. Yeah, so this Retro Fighters controller I'm using actually has like 6-axis. It's technically not 6-axis, but it basically is, and it charges with USB-C. So it's like a really good like, new alternative if your PS3 controllers have shit the bed. This was always cool to me when he's lifting up the what was it, the AK? I mean, like, we gotta admit, Kojima's a little bit of a narcissist, right? Like how many times he plants his name in this. I I like Kojima's games, and I, for the most part, like Kojima, but I also like see the faults in the man. You could still admire someone's contributions to gaming, but also realize that they can be a little bit of a fucking prick, right? And also like that the weird relationship between him and Jeff Keighley. Yeah, so we got to the South American Power. Yeah, we got a pretty good ways into the first playthrough. It's just actually, that's pretty crazy. Listen, that wasn't even intentional. So the last time we played this was February of 2024, February 15th, and that is 1 year later now. We're February 15th, 2025. That's actually kind of amazing. All right. Cutscene time. Colonel. Even the dead have ears, Otacon. Flashback. The boss. Big boss saluting the boss. I gotta imagine I'm gonna stream Metal Gear Delta. That'll probably honestly be the next Metal Gear game I do, because I am getting through this one.
Otacon. Even the dead have ears.
Snake, we've got to go.
What's going on?
You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Turtle.
Otacon. The test results.
Your
Proteome
DNA
analysis
sucks.
was positive.
Why did you get triple
The
boosted,
mRNA
Pfizer?
analysis turned up negative. The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So,
Well, judging by how rapidly the
Fox
aging has
died.
progressed, I'd say
6 months at best, or a year at best.
best, right?
yeah.
I mean, Solid Snake's
Snake.
ending
Let's
is kind
try
of
another
depressing, right?
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary.
You think about it, and that's something we'll talk more about at
Not
the
to
end of
mention
this game.
Fox die.
Sure, most of you know how this game ends. Liquid.
You're right.
That's a lot.
But we don't know where Naomi is.
Naomi.
Naomi.
Ah, Snake.
Colonel. Good to see you.
Colonel.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding.
Meryl thinks I'm a
What are you doing these
scumbag.
days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The analysis and
I'm
assessment
pretending
staff
to
of the
fuck
PMC
Ryden's
oversight and inspection
fucking
committee.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information in my work.
This big drowsing hentai, and you're not gonna
found
believe what I found out.
In the Middle East.
Saddam Hussein?
I'll explain along the way. We've got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We've found him.
Nice. Liquid. I could love
Preparing
Bloom
to
on the
unleash his
battlefield.
insurrection.
Erection.
Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone.
Nice.
Track him down.
Oh. All right. Track him down. Coughing up a storm.
Only 2 eggs today?
Only 2 eggs.
Holidays must have taken the day off.
Oh. Did my mother die on a cargo vessel?
2,
Oh.
5, 9,
Oh.
3, 6,
Oh, terrible.
3, 3, 3,
Metal Gear Ray.
4, 8, 8, 2, 4, 6, 6, 5, 2.
This is what it must feel like to have autism. Cracking eggs, stringing numbers. Liquid song. Alright. We're trying to be somewhat stealthy in this. Otacon. Codex. The codec in this game is pretty fucking cool.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's
Look
the
at that
situation?
setup. That's still
I'm
pretty
just
cool
inside the
today.
city limits.
That Mac
This
Pro with all
place
those
is crawling with
Apple
lizards.
displays.
Ah, AT Corps'
Otacon.
unmanned bipedal weapons. Officially designated Irving by the U.S. military. They've spread like
Irving.
wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks. They've got tough armor plating and are
Why do
highly
they
agile to
fucking
boot.
moo and
Your
shit,
best bet is to
Otacon?
stay
Can
out
you
of their
tell me
sights.
that?
Unmanned. Pretty soon they'll have put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for
Fred's
that
sending
region.
me a stream.
It must
Did he
have
even see
something to do with
I'm
Liquid's arrival
streaming?
on the scene.
Yeah.
Really
I'm
think he's
gonna,
here?
Fred, if
You'll
you're
have to find
listening
the
to this,
Army's
I'm gonna pay
operatives and ask
Lolly
them
to say
yourself.
Fred needs to check
Oh,
the group
and Snake,
chat better.
I went ahead and used the Mark
It's like
II to
sometimes
scout
I
out the
feel like
area
they
before
just,
your
it's
arrival.
like, oh,
You'll find it
oh,
up ahead.
I didn't see that. Did you want a yacht?
It's a remote mobile
You want a
terminal.
yacht, by the
Sonny and
way.
I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as
Or
any
is that
battle
Shota
situation data.
streaming?
You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is marked on your map. I'll be waiting for you there.
It's the guy that streams with the almighty Lolly. Alright, let's see here. Octacamo. Nice. Alright. So, the cool thing about this is actually in the fact that I have a controller that has like 6-axis compatibility. And so it tries to match wherever you are, you know. You can shake the controller back to normal. So basically I've got my stun knife and my AK. I don't have any... I guess it's somewhat covert. What is it? Cock attack. I guess that's technically the stun attack I have, right? That's gonna be non-lethal. I don't have the solid eye or the Mark II yet. But the Mark II you start out with the little roly-poly motherfucker. Oh, nice door. I hit the button and it doesn't work. There's somewhere we... Boy, I feel weirdly rusty as to where we needed to go. Am I missing something? Am I retarded? Can't go through there. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now. Actually, one of the cool... I don't have it yet. Is the... you get the iPod. It's got like a bunch of music you can unlock. It's weird because for some reason my original like save from back in the day, and I had played through this game at least 5 or 6 times, so I had unlocked a pretty good amount of stuff. I don't have them on here. I don't know what happened. But you can unlock songs for the iPod and stuff. There's technically a podcast on there. It's called the Metal Gear Integral Podcast. You only get like the first part of it on the game by default, and sadly you used to be able to download it, but it got taken off the PlayStation Store, so you can find clips of it on YouTube though.
Combat whenever possible. In this war, neither side is your enemy. There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight. Got it?
Alright, out of town, Trump. Listen, we're not getting involved in your shit show today.
Split up!
Dead bodies. Is there anything I can loot? Ah, my back's hurting. Got a compress. Yeah, around AK-102.
Please don't shoot!
The AK-47 is typically not 5.56, right? It's usually 739. Nothing like war crimes being committed on the battlefield. I gave him the Mike Pence treatment.
You can pick up guns dropped by both the militia and the PMCs. Remember, though, PMC weapons are locked. You can't use them.
Yep.
If only there was some way to get rid of the locks.
Drebin. Here. Grab it. Is there like a different inventory thing? Yeah. Oh, I already got the iPod, okay. And there's a separate one for weapons. Okay. Obviously that's the codec. Yeah, I mean you got like the iPod's pretty neat. Like it's got the scroll wheel and everything. You go to podcasts. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that we don't have. Honestly, we might listen to this first episode when we get somewhere where we got like a lull and stuff to talk about. But it's kind of a shame we can't download the rest of these. I mean, if this game ever got ported to like if they did like another one of those Metal Gear collection things that they did was a year and a half ago or so, where you get the first Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 plus technically Metal Gear 1 and 2. It would be nice if they like included Metal Gear Solid 4 with all the stuff like the Integral podcast, but I don't have a ton of music. Calling into the night. I remember this song so much from it's Portable Ops, right? Alright. That right now. Let the ambience of the game lead us. Alright, Middle East, red zone. So much for that. The enemy! No!
HQ. This is HQ. Enemy encounter. I need to come back. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
What kind of stealth is this? That wasn't even good shooting. Alright. Well. So much for my non-lethal playthrough. Alright, well. Now. Oh, this is bad. I don't have any saves. This is not how I like to play this game. I don't have much of a choice. Yeah, I'm under stress too, Snake. I wasn't planning on fucking up like this. Let's just hide in here. Alright. You know what I need? I need a cigarette.
What? I smell cigarettes. There's nothing here. Where's he hiding?
Don't you open this fucking lock. Alright? I don't want any part of your war. I was just trying to mosey about and I was gonna shock the one guy with the knife and then the other guy saw me and I got fucked over. Get out of here, you fucking autistic retards with your fucking safety helmets on. Get the fuck out of town. You PMC, EMS bastards. Ooh. Boy, that was a rough way to start this fucking level.
This is HQ. All clear. Understood. The state of alert
What?
is lifted.
Alright, get me the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go hide. Ah, no. No. I'm fucking person non grata.
Snake?
That was
Alright?
that was bad. You know what, I deserved that. I'm not even playing on the hardest difficulty. And I fucking gimped myself. Alright, well let's be careful, more strategic this time around. Boy, did I botch that. I should just let myself be killed. Now. Kind of weird that you can't hide in the dumpster, can you? You can. I was gonna say, Hitman out, Hitman Metal Gear. Well, that actually makes sense. That Hitman out, Hitman Metal Gear. I just beat Hitman 1 on like newer Hitman releases. Technically Hitman 3, but you get all of the content from 1 and 2 now. And if you find it on sale, it's worth it. I got it for like 28 bucks, so I'm on Hitman 2 right now. Honestly, that's a great game to stream just because it's so inventive as to how you can play that game. You can make it either ridiculous or like go through and be really tactical and stealthy. We're doing some stealth. Gonna smoke a cigarette. Oh, that
Smoke.
I smell cigarettes. I have an idea. What if they comment on?
Something there?
Oh.
Who's that? It's the enemy!
It's the enemy. That was not ideal, but still worked out better than the first run through this area.
reinforcements. Use extra caution.
What? Hey! Hey! Who's there?
I think I saw something.
Is somebody there?
Who's that? What's going on?
Alright.
Where's the enemy?
Oh my god. Okay, well, we're learning. I don't remember it being this bad the first time I played it. Not the first time I played it. That was fucking 17 years ago or whatever. Yeah, 17 years ago. 16? I can't even keep track of time. What was how many years ago was 2008? 17 years ago. But the first, I mean, like last year when I played this, I don't remember this section being this fucking tricky. We're gonna be a lot more deliberately slow, and also not do retarded shit like smoke a cigarette in the middle of a crowded area. I smoke tobacco. Sorry, you can't fucking smoke a cigarette, you douchebag. I'm gonna go up here, actually. Oh.
Who's there? What's going on?
Yeah. There's no way that cocksucker can see me up
No
there.
one here after all. Don't scare me like that.
We're gonna go this way. And hope for the best. Oh yeah, don't I have a first person view? How do I go into fucking first person?
Hey,
Better just to get the fuck away from that cocksucker. He must be eating his carrots to be able to see shit from that far away. Then again, I think this part kind of basically strong arms you to quickly get over this part, so you get the upgrades. For some inexplicable reason, you don't get them at the start of the game. You have to wait till like now to get the actual like solid eye and stuff.
It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Huh? Otacon.
Otacon? Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Metal Gear.
Okay, it is Metal Gear Mark II.
That's right. Just like Rex.
Not really.
But this gear's not a weapon. It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Where are you?
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit.
Nice.
Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies.
Okay, finally.
Put it on your left eye.
Looks like an eye patch.
Ah. Like father, like son.
It's an all-purpose goggle that displays radar images and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light-amplifying night vision.
The rebels are out there.
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in numbers.
And this is their home turf.
Snake, I know this is a sneaking mission, but you'll need to protect yourself.
An operator.
I installed a suppressor. And here's a tranquilizer gun.
How thoughtful.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
Yeah, good luck with it. That's probably the most unrealistic part of this, is something like the fucking ID gun control happening in the United States. What is there already, like, isn't there more guns than people in this country?
I'll follow you wherever you go, like this.
Not that that's a bad thing. There's more guns than people. Hell, I think everybody should own at least two, but...
Got it.
Snake, the informants who said they saw liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the solid eye. It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
Alright.
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route.
A schlep?
Follow the mark on your radar.
Charge!
Oh. Alright, now we're good to go. Wow. What's on the battlefield? You know, it is impressive, the skill of combat that this game captures. And it's also impressive how I went in the exact opposite direction of where I needed to go. Hey, but we'll pick this up. All right.
We need to get rid of this place. We're gonna tear it all down. We're gonna take it over. And the people here can find...
I mean, I know Trump is getting shit for that idea, but honestly, like, what, like, at this point, like, at least it's an idea. Like, there's not really much of a solution to two groups of people that hate each other. Then maybe, hey, maybe we should just separate these people so then they're not right on top of each other. I mean, it's not like there's gonna be a fantastic solution to the Israel-Palestinian conflict, but it might not be perfect. But Trump's idea works. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, we have to be careful in this militia safe house because technically, we might not be friend, but we're not.
It's pretty dark in
We're not foe, but we're not
the
friend.
solid eye
We're
to
just
night vision mode.
okay. Nice. I'm gonna choke you out. How do I choke you out?
Damn it.
How do I choke this guy out? Well, that wasn't the right button. Oops. Well, you know, sometimes on the battlefield, there's just fucking Sam Hyde on the battlefield. Sometimes there's just tragedies that appear on the battlefield.
They need backup. Move out. On the double.
I see a rat. I see a chicken. On the battlefield.
Hey, they need reinforcements up top. You ready to roll? Yeah, I'm good. Great. Let's go. Right behind you.
Nice. Corpse party. I'm gonna help this guy out. He looks like you need a medic, son. How do I get that, yeah, you guys don't need this stuff anyways. Oh, anti-anxiety drug. Nice. Just in case Snake has it. Ooh, iPod music. Alright. Cool.
Colonel, I'm using stealth.
I think we're good. RPG ammo.
Their appearance may be strange, but they demonstrated incredible combat ability.
You know, for Middle Eastern militias, these guys have very American sounding voices.
One of them does indeed seem capable of flight, sir.
One of them does seem capable of flight. Ah. I'm gonna hide in the dumpster. Oh, it's not good for my stress, huh?
Nice. Tasty. When you're part of the dumpster, you experience warfare. I am the dumpster.
What? White phosphorus. Oh. Oh. I gotta equip my box.
Where's the enemy?
Pay no attention to this box. Go to weapons. The stun grenade is ID locked.
box?
Here?
We're under attack! Where's the enemy?
Fuck you, militia cocksuckers. I'm gonna hide now. This is not going very stealthily. Oh.
Somebody there?
Nope, you're just seeing things.
Where's the enemy?
Uh. Back to the solid eye. Ooh, petro bomb. Nice. Okay, well, we made it out in one piece. It wasn't necessarily the most stealthy operation, but it works. Drebin! Ugh. Here's the cool part, right? We're in a cutscene, but it's in engine, so I'm gonna shake my controller.
Pretty sweet, huh? Whoa, hold it.
I was gonna.
Where you
My
pointing at?
controller's not working.
Monkey. Drebin.
I thought it was gonna work. I thought my. Okay, there we go.
The enemy? No friend.
See that? The active camo went back.
I have you.
Voila.
You're not with the militia, and you're not PMC.
You're Drebin.
Weapons wholesaler. All shapes, all sizes. But there's no need to worry, because all my shit's been laundered.
Laundered?
You see, I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs. In other words, I'm a gun launderer. You can call me Drebin.
Drebin?
Yeah, they use that for all of us.
There are more of you.
All over the world. Not that I ever met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893.
Drebin 893.
You ain't a registered PMC employee, are you? You need a guy like me. Consider it a welcome gift. Take it.
I don't know, Drebin. I don't trust your kind. When I mean your kind, I mean illicit arms dealers.
The M4, the official carbine model used by the U.S. Army, developed from the M16 service rifle. This one's a top-of-the-line model, real popular with the big PMCs. High precision, not like that government-issue shit. It's, free-floating, of course.
Nice.
Relax, that barrel's clean.
Nice.
Is the hider CQC compatible?
The beauty of the sucker is that it's got a lot of customizable parts.
Is it CQC compatible?
Flip up sight, rail system. Not bad.
Yeah, well, you know, I get a lot of noobs around here. And if you need them, I got a wide selection of aftermarket parts as well.
The frame's pretty rigid. No rattle.
Go ahead, give her a squeeze.
Huh. I can't pull the trigger.
Really? That's weird.
Nah, my psyche decreased.
Wait, I got it. I bet you're using an older generation of nanomachines.
Older
Shit.
generation?
Sometimes they don't really jive with the new system.
Seriously, who are you?
Whoa. Slow down.
Nice.
My day job's working at AT Security.
Arms tech.
I'm in charge of production control.
Do you know
So I get my
was it
hands on all
Anderson?
the chips before they even register.
David Anderson? Who was that fucking DARPA guy off to the first one?
It's a side of AT the public don't see. From the looks of it, you ain't with any state army. But you ain't exactly green, neither.
And really?
You've got last-gen nanomachines. So I'm guessing former U.S. Army. I don't know what you're here for. But you want to be well-equipped, am I right? So,
yeah.
Can we talk business or what?
Let's talk business.
I won't regret it.
Otacon.
What's your take on him, Otacon?
I don't particularly like the guy. But it looks like we'll need his help with those ID guns. Sonny's been doing a little sleuthing for us. Drebin, a well-known gun launderer in war economy circles. He's a businessman who deals mainly in selling black market firearms to small PMCs and local militia. Somalia, the Balkans, Lebanon, Darfur, Chechnya, Timor, Peru, the Punjab, Kashmir, Colombia.
Wow.
This guy really gets around.
Crime alley.
Pull it off anyway.
You can create a non-ID gun by replacing the ID recognition chip with a counterfeit version. This enables you to bypass the ID recognition process and use the gun. The problem is that there's still a record of the chip being replaced on the system side. Drebin's an employee of AT Security. He must have connections on the inside erasing records for him.
You think the Patriots are involved somehow?
I'm not so sure. If the Patriots were running the system from behind the scenes, then a weasel like Drebin would be a real pain in their collective ass.
Can he be trusted?
Remember, Drebin's a green collar. He makes his living off the war economy. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of business, and he never gets his own hands dirty. The only thing he trusts is money. I share your concern, but what if we keep him at arm's length? Use him only to get intel and the supplies we need.
I bet we're going to be good friends with Drebin by the end of this game. I bet Drebin is going to be kind of a chill guy.
So, we ready to make a deal or what? Okay then, let's talk business. This is a war zone. There's product coming in here by the truckload. And you'll be picking up a lot of guns in the field, I'm sure.
You're not kidding.
Whatever guns you don't need, I'll take and buy them off you. That'll earn you points you can cash in.
Doesn't Drebin kind of remind you like a character you'd see in like fucking Resident Evil 5 or 6?
And
Some kooky motherfucker.
I can also sell you the guns I've got in stock.
Shit.
Let me show you. To ensure you can use non-ID guns, I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you.
Naomi. Fox guy.
They'll interfere with the system.
Is this gonna kill the big
Stick yourself
boss?
with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax. It won't hurt. You're scared of needles or something?
Time to take the COVID jab, Snake.
See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem. Hey, be nice to our guest.
Yo.
Step outside.
Get your psyche back. Squeeze that trigger.
Boo.
Bro.
There you see?
There you
No
go.
problem.
Old Snake is feeling
From
pretty
now on,
solid.
when you pick up an ID gun that says lock, you just let me know. You name it, I'll launder it. Of course, it'll cost you.
Meryl.
The going rate depends on the war price at the time.
The war price.
Man, I gotta give this shit a rest.
You got a whole fucking vending machine of it.
You might say that. What with
He's
the
a
war
coke addict.
economy and all, and the system clamping down on things. System codes are the law now, and control's essentially absolute.
System.
Paving the way for fat profits if you're willing to bend the law. Demand keeps on growing thanks to the war economy. I sell ID guns to the PMCs and state armies, and naked guns to terrorist groups and paramilitaries. And these ID guns can't be sold on the black market. System's practically a license for us arms dealers to print money. Privatizing the military's made the PMCs big and bloated. The fatter the PMCs get, the line between civilian and soldier is gonna get real blurry.
Ooh.
Sooner or later, the whole damn human race is gonna be green collars. More like we're all gonna be fighting proxy wars.
Proxy.
But hey, this war economy puts the food on my table. You're a green collar too, aren't you? Yeah, it's in your eyes. You've seen a lot of combat.
What makes you think you know me?
Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm the same way. I grew up here too. I got no interest in the outside world. All right then. If you need me, holla. We specialize in speedy service. Catch my drift?
Drabbin.
I have you.
All right. Well, that was quite a cutscene to introduce Drebin. Actually, we're gonna manage some stuff. Oh my goodness.
I know what you're thinking, but Drebin does have a point. The world
Zooming on
depends
here,
on
too.
war, on the war economy. Can you imagine what would happen if war just disappeared overnight?
Oh,
Otacon, you and Drebin both mentioned
Lockheed Martin and Boeing would go belly up.
What did you mean by that?
It's a kind of market price. one that fluctuates according to demand, not only for PMCs and military industry, but for the production, distribution, and energy supply networks that support them. It's been growing by leaps and bounds, and investors are really starting to take notice. As the fighting in any given area becomes increasingly intense and prolonged, the war price goes up. No doubt
Good
mortgage
money.
rates are
I need more money for my
the longer
war.
and bloodier a battle becomes, the higher
I need
service
more
prices are gonna
money.
get. To put it another way, the quieter things are, the better the bargains. Snake, we'll use the Mark II to deal with Drebin from here on
I
out.
need more
He's what you
money.
might call a street vendor. The Mark II can act as a kind of delivery boy, connect you with him. I'm adding a Drebin menu item to the Mark II's weapon menu. Whenever you pick up multiple units of the same weapon, any extras will automatically be sold to Drebin. Any ammo that's inside gets added to your cache. In other words, you keep the ammo, and the weapon itself gets traded to Drebin for points.
I see.
You can then use the points you've earned to unlock ID guns or buy new weapons.
Sounds good.
We should assume Drebin has other agents collecting guns for him besides you, Snake. You know, freelance green collars who collect weapons in exchange for services?
Guess I'll have to rely on him for now.
Okay. Now go meet up with our informants, Rat Patrol.
All right. Nothing really that I need other than these ID locks ones. Might as well. So I get a suppressor for my M4. Probably should get 2 of these. Go. Okay. Nice.
Snake, hurry and get to the rendezvous point with our informants. First, you'll have to get to the other side of that collapsed building. The only way across is straight through.
Money.
Careful, Snake. The walls could come down any second.
Nice. This is a deluxe Gaza apartment right here.
Yeah, I can see him. We've been fired. Damn it! Return fire.
Oh, rats.
Ow.
Alright, how do I pull myself back up? There we are.
Johnny. When you have to shit on the battlefield.
Oh.
Who's there? Go away! I'm not done yet!
Stop!
No!
Stop right there!
No!
Get back here!
Ugh. Box. Oil drum. I love the oil drum in this game. Oh. That smells like gastritis. Right. I do like the oil drum. Let's do this. Fuck my sanity. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the rendezvous point. Your radar is marked with which way to go.
Yeah, was that slightly retarded? But was it fun? It was absolutely fun. On the battlefield, you must use the oil drum.
The Mark II is more than just a communications terminal. It's got a lot of other functions as well. Try taking it for a spin. See for yourself what it can do.
Hard to sell. Actually, we are going to use the Mark II to do a little surveillance. Oh.
Over here! Form up!
Over here! Form up! By the way, Snake's controlling it with a PS3 controller. Nice. Okay. Looks like it's pretty clear cut through here.
Snake, you're about to send the Mark II out of range. Watch out!
Combat. Colonel. 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 Looks like Dearborn, Michigan. Let's actually equip the solid eye here. Looks like they got their own challenges. Alright. Gee, these militia guys don't have much of a life expectancy, do they?
They just keep coming!
Nice.
It's the enemy! Get priority reinforcements. You'll have to make do.
You fucking scummy militia bastard.
Get down!
You know what? Good. You know, when I originally played this game, I'm like, oh, these are the guys that are getting fucked over. I hope the PMCs wipe your fucking shithole to the ground. Wait here a second. Let the fumes of war permeate. Permeate. Yeah, that's the word.
They just keep coming!
Alright. There we are. And whoever nearby. I am kind of butchering this. Probably after the cutscene with Marrow, we're gonna pause for the night just because my voice is still a little shot and like my energy levels are drained. I was hoping to get through the first act tonight, but honestly, well, next time we play this, we'll get through the first act in a second. Snake, you're experiencing stress. Have some noodles.
Ow.
So going up that staircase in the first place was a bad idea. I must be on the wrong floor. Unless... Yeah. Boy, my aim is like PSP bad. Okay, never mind. Here we are.
Drop your weapon!
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Drop your weapon!
I'm your weapon.
Here.
Don't move!
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
Careful, I'm no rookie. I'm a 10-year vet.
How the hell did you ever survive 10 years?
Don't move. CQC, real big boss, huh? Lower your weapon. Slowly now. I
Snake?
wouldn't try anything funny if I were you.
Fox.
Snake?
Meryl.
Meryl.
Is that you?
Yeah.
What happened to your face?
Accelerated aging. They don't know the cause.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Meryl, you're my informant in the U.S. military.
And you must be the inspector sent by the UN.
This chick that's what's her name on Naruto? Tsunade?
Commander! Sorry.
This is Rat Patrol Team 01. We're with the CID. One of the bodies investigating PMC activity.
First hound.
Tsunade, that's
now
right.
rats.
It's Tsunade.
Here, you can have this back.
She had big breasts in that show. She was the Hokage. Oh. Diarrhea.
You okay?
Woohoo.
Stomach pains?
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
The delivery of Snake saying diarrhea. I wish I had a little bit more energy to keep going tonight. I love this game. It's just I don't know how Fred does it. Fred, if you're listening to this, I don't know how you stream for 6 hours and keep yapping. Maybe it's because I'm streaming after like being exhausted, but like I got a good hour. I feel like the first hour of this is pretty pretty fucking lucid, and then I made more and more mistakes, and now I'm just trying to get through this cutscene. I love this game though. I can't wait to do more of this and not have my streams get fucking deleted because I'm a retard.
This O1 unit.
Why? Something wrong with that? Here, I'll introduce you to the team. That's Ed, our radio man and sniper. Sleeping giant is Jonathan.
Get it?
Don't stand behind him. He hates it when people go around his back. And finally, Johnny.
Diarrhea.
Everyone just calls him Akiba.
Commander, I've finished installing the sensors. Whoa.
Okay, Akiba. Anyway.
You're all grown up.
Maybe it's because someone taught me well. A certain legendary hero who suddenly disappeared. You quit the unit. Me? I never gave up on you. Or on Foxhound. Back then, I just wanted you to accept me. I wanted you to turn around and see who I was. But I've put the past behind.
Whoa.
I'm done playing little love games.
I got big love games for you, Meryl.
So, what are you here for?
Here for you.
Threat assessment. The PMCs.
Really? Because I heard a rumor there's an assassin out there targeting their leader.
Well, that's some rumor. I'm only here because the UN wants me to assess the impact and effects of PMCs on their refugee protection efforts.
That's all?
More than enough for a retired vet like me.
I know he's plotting an insurrection. But as long as AT Security's system is in place, there's no way he'll succeed.
How can you be so sure?
They've implemented a system that monitors in real time every single soldier engaged in combat action, whether he's State Army or PMC. Each individual soldier has been fully ID tagged with nanomachines injected into their bodies for that purpose.
You know that you gotta imagine that this shit's like a few years off from happening. I mean, Kojima might have been off time-wise, but
Monitor each man's position, movement speed,
this type of monitoring people,
accuracy,
come on, this shit's gonna happen sooner rather than later.
supply, sweat secreted, heart rate, blood pressure and sugar levels, oxygen. All the data gathered on body condition, on sensory organ data showing pain and fear, data on every internal response within the body. All of it is collected by an AI at the system's core. This data is monitored at HQ to enable command to make quicker, more precise, more rational decisions. It also enables crisis management for each individual soldier. It's being used by the US military, by state armies in allied countries.
This shit's
and
gonna happen
PMCs. Even
in
police
real life.
agencies are starting to adopt it. Unless they agree to implement the
Basically, fucking
PMCs are
psychopaths. If you've ever seen that anime.
You've got these system nanomachines in you too.
Of course. Our unit plays by the rules, same as everybody else. It was creepy at first, knowing you're being watched 24/7, but I've gotten used to it. It gives us a lot of advantages in the field, too. We get a clearer picture of what's going on around us, so there's less confusion during missions. And our nanomachines communicate with each other, making teamwork a lot smoother. And that's not all the system does for us.
Teamwork.
It's also a security guarantee against the PMCs.
Security guarantee.
That's right. The PMCs are combat groups without states or ideologies. They're not fighting out of nationalism or for a cause. They don't care why the war is being fought. They're just bodies fighting on someone else's behalf. They're mercenaries, a commodity.
Really, I
So
mean,
it's easy to imagine
might
them
not be
betraying their
mercenaries,
clients
but
by
like you
joining
figure like
the enemy
groups like the
or refusing
UN
to
or
fight, or
fucking
committing
European
humanitarian
Union.
atrocities.
There's no real
To keep these things in
identity
check,
behind that
they
shit.
ensure
It's just
that
a bunch
no one
of
can use firearms or
collectivist,
military vehicles without the
globalist
proper system
fuckwits.
ID. It's true for every piece of equipment out there. So even if the PMCs tried to mount a terrorist attack or coup d'etat, their weapons and equipment would automatically be locked out. They wouldn't be able to move, attack, or engage in combat of any kind.
By the way, if you've made it this far into the stream, whether you've watched live or on demand,
Even if they
I
managed
do
to
appreciate you
circumvent
guys
the system
tuning
by
in.
getting the nanomachines on each soldier's body,
I really do.
losing their IDs in the process, so they couldn't use their weapons.
And the Patriots are behind this.
Lalilulelo, what are you talking about?
Never mind. So this system is foolproof, huh?
Completely. They call it SOP.
Sons of the Patriots.
The AI that controls it is a tightly guarded secret, both at Arms Tech Security, where it was developed, and at the Pentagon.
You know, and the funny thing is, this AI
way a
shit's
third
gonna be
party could get
insane
control of it.
too. I mean,
I
it
just
already is,
realized
but it's gonna get fucking more and more insane.
The system does have holes.
Brave New World by Huxley.
100 of those gun launderers. It's just a grassroots movement. It's not like they can affect the entire PMC war machine. Anyway, Liquid would have had to register as a PMC in the system to assemble an army that massive. His PMCs might even exceed the US military in terms of numbers, but as long as they're registered, their soldiers' activities are constantly being monitored. So long as the US responds immediately when Liquid makes his move, we can take them down by force.
By force, huh?
When RSOC heard about Liquid's plans, they sent us to sniff around the PMCs. Even with this SOP keeping an eye on things, there are always trouble spots to deal with in the field. Disorderly conduct, disobeying orders, contract violations. We act as backup for the system by monitoring the soldiers. PMC inspections are always carried out on the battlefield. That's why we're authorized to carry and use weapons.
Nice.
We've lost 5 inspection teams in the past few months alone. They were all undercover inside Liquid's PMCs.
Then, if you got caught,
we'd be exterminated like rats. But we're smarter than that.
Rat Patrol.
We've been mingling with the PMCs, and after 3 months of searching God knows how many battlefields, we finally tracked him down.
Liquid.
When we reported that we'd found Liquid, our superiors ordered us to provide the UN investigators with intel. But I didn't know it'd be you.
didn't the Colonel tell you he was sending me?
Colonel?
That piece of shit.
Don't tell me it's Campbell.
Yeah.
He put you up to this?
You didn't know.
You've got to be kidding. You expect me to work with my uncle?
That's your father. Oh. Might be your uncle, too.
This is bullshit. He's not my father.
So,
Meryl.
you.
Yeah. Little violation of the need-to-know rule.
Then, why are you still calling him Uncle?
You're still calling him Colonel.
He's your father.
As far as I'm concerned, we're still uncle and niece.
Oh,
I will never forgive that womanizing piece of shit.
Meryl.
that. He's a womanizing piece of shit.
He, remarried.
Really?
His new wife's about my age.
Oh, right.
I hear she's even got a kid. It's as if he's given up on making up with his own daughter.
Daughter.
Men. Selfish, egotistical pigs.
Oh, my psyche.
Commander.
What is it?
There's 20 of them. And they're not from that PMC praying mantis either. It's the Frog.
His private troops.
Oh, crap. This is not good.
That was me.
No.
Akiba!
They might have seen the reflection off my scope lens.
What a fucking retard.
Wait. Hang on. You guys think it was my fault? Oh, no. Oh, it wasn't my fault. I swear.
Oh,
it wasn't my fault. Oh, man. Oh, look,
Dumbass! We're moving out.
Meryl, where's Liquid?
At a camp up ahead. I'll fill you in later. If we're still alive.
I have that map book.
Follow me.
This next part's really cool scene too. But my energy levels are just shot.
Eye contact. These guys are with Liquid's private army. Shoot first, think later. We'll use the stairs and get out through the back door on the first floor. We'll change the route as necessary. I'm on point. Stay close. Got it?
Got it.
Akiba, breathe deep.
Got it.
We've got a real live legendary hero with us. Try not to choke. Move!
Controller fucking disconnected. Alright. Well, folks, we almost made it to the 2-hour mark, but I am fucking tired. So we'll definitely pick this up sometime soon. Dying Light tomorrow, me and Fred, aka Dead War 2012, will be streaming that. Have a good rest of your night, and thank you so much for tuning in.